Okay, let's talk about the modulator. In the timetable, there are 5 minutes delegated to modulator practice, and there's several different ways that you can do this kind of drill. And in the Solfa Sofa lessons, I've given you flashcards, but also if you read the modulator section on the website, you can download your own cards. So here are, I should do this, here are the diatonic hand signs that you will eventually be learning throughout the whole program. Um, Sometimes I like to make my own modulator poster. So it might just be a piece of paper that has the tone set on that we're working on and maybe something scratched out. So I'm not going to draw it. I'm going to try to draw it for you here on the board. Okay, so let's say I would just write a D, R, M, and I would do like a line, an S, an L, and then like a line. And to just to show, yeah, the students might know the whole scale, but when we're doing our modulator practice, we're only going to be focusing in on the tone set that we're working on. In the original tonic solfa books, it talks about not just doing kind of willy-nilly of just pointing randomly and having students sing back random sequences of pitches, but to actually have a um, a planned out lesson. You know, a thought out, maybe you could even say scaffolded lesson on the tone sets that students can sing back. So if I told my students this is do and I pointed to the modulator and did, could they sing do, re, mi? And even I'm going to erase this and go back to the hand signs. Even having them use the hand signs as well in the singing back to you helps bring in that kinesthetic learning as well. So if I did, let's see, I don't know if you could tell where I was pointing, so me, and students can follow that. Now, I want to show you a screenshot kind of the flashcards that you could have. So I would still consider this modulator practice. If you've printed off a flashcard for the student to be able to sing the tone sets that you're working on. For example, here's this is from Unit 2. You'd show them the flashcard and have them sing back do, re, mi, mi. And what you want is after you've practiced and learned the lessons, these should be review. This should be something that the students have already learned. So, mi, re, do. And you could also, in this 5 minutes of practice, you could be teaching them something new. Let's say they have never done large skips and leaps like this from so to do. And so you could teach it by rote, have them echo, and then have them practice on their own, remembering always to come back to this at some point in another lesson where they can do it on their own without instruction. Here's do, do, mi, so, do. All right, so this is modulator practice. I want to also share that it doesn't have to just be something printed, you know, a poster of the solfa scale, flashcards of the solfa modulator. You could also use body positioning, which my students love. We do this game where so is my shoulders, mi is my hips, do is my knees, la is my head, do, mi, so, la, so. And I would just point to a part of my body in relation to the scale, and the students would have to figure it out and sing it back. So it's just fun using, again, kinesthetic. You can use your hand signs, and students would sing do, re, mi. This is all part of that 5 minute modulator practice in your lesson. Work on having it be something fun that the students are practicing their singing voice in these tone set patterns. And again, if you're following along in the solfa sofa units, they will be sequential and they will be something that the students can practice and work on and become confident in their interval training.